Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am still much sick. Sorry for the way I look. I have been just all over the place mentally. And experiencing new symptoms every day. If you have not seen my new channel update, life update, I got a new job, and then 2 weeks after having started that job, I worked there for 2 weeks, and then I got COVID. And now I've been off for like a couple of days. I don't go back until Tuesday. It's currently like November 4th, I think. You're probably gonna see this video probably in December or next year, so just an FYI. I keep experiencing new symptoms every single day, which has been really interesting. And I didn't think I was gonna get COVID. Well, and not that I didn't think I was gonna get it, I was just really surprised, just because I went almost 3 years without getting it. And I don't know, it was a little weird when I took the test because it happened really quickly, and then I was like, did I do something wrong? Because I didn't feel like, I don't know. Anyway, and the other reason why I thought that I might have had COVID was because I had a migraine, and the migraine was very similar to the first shot that I got. Not as bad, because when I got the shot, it was really bad. It felt like somebody was like sawing my head in half and ripping it apart. It felt horrible. But I feel a little bit better now today. You can probably hear it in my voice that I don't sound the greatest. I have a really dry mouth and an occasional cough. But yeah, the worst part was the migraine. But I've been drinking a lot of water and trying to like stay in bed and stay in my room. But my mental state has not been the greatest as of late, because the whole new change with my job being full-time for the first time, that was a lot to handle, and then getting COVID, and now I'm just stressed out, and now I kind of just like am questioning the existence of my life. But we're gonna talk about books today, and I'm pretty sure people are probably really sick of, I feel like my channel is too much about like book sales, but you know what, I don't care. I don't care if I never get to read these books. I'm just happy that I own them and that they're not going in the trash, because a lot of times books don't get bought in like library sales. Not many people know that you can buy books from the library, and some libraries can't afford to do that. But I bought a lot of stuff, including like some DVDs, and we have a bunch of books behind me, and some of these are actually going to be in my new TBR, even though I haven't read the other TBR list that I made, but I added more books because it's for the end of the year. And some of these are on that list. But I bought a bunch of books, and I'm really excited to show you guys. So the first one is, and if you didn't already know, this is a book, not unboxing, books that I bought from a book sale, like new books that I bought. Honestly, I feel like I could have filmed in those book sales, but at the same time too, I don't know, I feel very uncomfortable filming in public, so I don't know if I would want to do that. I could do that maybe, but I don't know. But the first book that I bought was The First True Thing, and it looked very like crimey. I've been in, sorry, the filament is glaring. I've been in like a true crime movie. I've been in like a horror mood, and I still want to do some like horror-esque themed stuff. I know Halloween is over, but I really don't care. It's State of Mind, damn it. But it's a novel by Claire Nidwell. It just looked really cool, and I picked it up. And so my old job, they used to do like book sales every couple of months. They did their last one, and the last one was fill up a big giant like Aldi brown paper bag full of books and you can buy it all for like $5. So most of this is from that. So that's one book. And I just got it because it looked really cool. And then I got an Infamous book that I have no idea what the hell it's about, but it is very well known, and they're in such good condition too, because like I don't know if people know this, a lot of times book sales from libraries, they do sell books that were like in their previous collection. Like this one was in their previous collection. It's like all scratched out, but a lot of people donate books to libraries. I don't know if every library does that, but a lot of people donate books to libraries, and they donate the like brand new books, and this thing is not even really used. But it's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, a novel by Sting Lanson, and I've heard so many things about this, and it's such a pretty cover. I really like the way it looks, and I really want to read it. I don't know anything about it though, but I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I really want to read that. And I mean, like, I would highly recommend people go to book sales, because these things cost a lot of money. In general, how much does this cost? This is $14.95. Books are expensive, and I got this probably for like 75 cents. Like, maybe not even, probably like a penny, because I bought a bunch of books. Most of these are books that I bought in that book sale. The next book is called Bang by Barry Lega. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm really bad at pronunciations. But like I said, I was in the horror mood and I saw this and I was like, ooh, gunshot. And it says one shot ruined his life, another one could end it. So it's another mystery novel that I thought would be really cool to read. And it's really short, and it's on my list of TBR. All of these are on my new list of TBRs to read, plus a couple of extras that I'm going to be doing a video on soon. And let me know if you want a review on any of these. I might try to do more reviews. I don't know. They don't always do the best, and I don't know if it's because I'm not interesting enough. I don't know. Anyway, so this one was really cool, and I picked it out because of the cover. I really am a sucker for covers. This one's called The Weathering, a novel by Lucy Wood, and I really liked it because it looked very like watercolory-esque. And I also liked the fact that it did not have the filament, because the ones that have the, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the plastic covering over library books to protect the hardcovers from getting messed up. But I picked it because it looked very watercolor-esque, even though I hate watercolor. Like, I hate doing it myself. I don't like it, but it looked really cute. And I was like, I really get winter vibes from this. So me reading that for my TBR, about that one. And then I also got this one, which kind of gives me oh, this one actually is kind of damaged. Either that or I damaged it. No, I think it was already damaged. There's no way I could have done that. Maybe? I don't know if I damaged this or not. I might have accidentally damaged this book. Maybe. I don't know. No! There's a rip. There's a rip. Oh no! There's a rip. That's fine. I think I can make out the words. There's a rip. I didn't realize. I might have accidentally ripped this, or it was already previously ripped. This cover kind of reminded me of this one book, and I think it's called The Secret Letter. I read that in high school. I think I read it in grade school. It was not a great book. It was supposed to be like a murder mystery type book mixed with, I think she was supposed to be like interested in Sherlock Holmes, and then it just like went nowhere. That book I really don't like. I don't know if I edit that to books I don't like. I'll put like an eye somewhere. I did a video on like the books that I don't like or I don't get. I don't know if I put that one on that list, but that's another book that I really did not enjoy. It wasn't the greatest. It did not fulfill me emotionally. But the cover of this reminded me of that, and it's called A Murder in Time, and it's very like Victorian kind of esque looking. I think this is modern kind of, but it's by Julie McElwain, and I just thought it looked really interesting because it reminded me of that book, even though I didn't like that book, but this one looked a lot cooler. Also because the books are so cheap to buy when they're on sale like that at these sales, sometimes you impulsively buy, because I don't think I have any more space for these things anywhere. So yeah. I need to buy bookshelves and I need to move out so that I can do that. I'm kind of mad because I think I might have actually ruined it, but it's fine. And then I bought another book, which this one looks super, super cool. I thought this was by James Patterson, but it's not. Because it kind of looks like one of those books. It's called Bad Blood, a violent dragger thriller by Lit Varlas and Tim McBrawn, best-selling author of The Dead End Girl, which I might have to look into. This book has like some heft to it. It's also one of those books that has like that soft touch feel to it, and oh my god, I love that feeling so much. Again, I've been into like horror stuff as of lately, and I really wanted to read this. It looked cool and interesting. So yeah, I mean, I really need to get back into reading more books. Yeah. So I have more. Those are DVDs, and then this big giant brown paper bag of books that I bought, which I'll show in a minute. But I bought the newest, I only have one Stephen King book, and that's the It series. I bought the newest one, which I was really surprised that they had, that they were selling this, but it's the Stephen King, written by Stephen King, Billy Summers. So it does have the film on it, and I'm kind of mad about that, but this is his newest book, and this thing is super expensive, and I'm like, I really want to buy this. I was really surprised that it was just there and nobody picked it up. And I don't know why, but I think I heard like some mixed reviews about this book. I kind of don't care. I mean, it's a cheap book. It's Stephen King, and I'm in a horror mood, and I just hit myself with this book, and I really don't care. But yeah, this is a part of my collection. I also want to get in the habit of like reading more of these books so that I can try to get rid of some of them, because some of them I don't want, and some of them I think I have repeats of. And then I bought a classic, which I have no idea what most of these books are about, so I'm not going to give like synopsises. Let me know if you guys want me to give synopses in future videos like this. But this is a very well-known book. I don't know what the heck it's about, but I really wanted to read this, and I thought, you know what, might as well buy it. It's Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Brandria. So it's very used, and when I was flipping through it, I realized that somebody still had their annotations in it. So I think I might actually keep their little, it even has their writing in it, which I think is funny and adorable. I think I'm gonna keep it, keep the little, it has their writing in it. That's funny. I could see what else somebody else's thoughts were. So it has their little like sticky notes in it. So I think I'm gonna keep those in here just to see. But it's a classic. It's the 60th anniversary edition. So yeah, that's going on my general TBR list. I want to make a video of like all of the books that I have on my like overall yearly lifetime TBR, because there's a lot. The next one that I bought, actually I bought a couple more of that. Anyway, so the next one that I bought was, I'm not sure, I don't think I read this one. I've heard of it because there's a book, there's a young adult or like grade school book based off of this book, but it's The Divine Comedy by Dante Algarto. So about The Divine Comedy, I think the one that I was thinking of when I bought this was Inferno, which I think that's the one that I read in college, which I kind of enjoyed. But I've heard pretty interesting things about this one. And I think there's a book, and I think there's probably a couple of books, but there's one book in particular, and I'll throw it up on the screen. I think it's based off of this guy. So yeah, I bought it. I was like, might as well. I was gonna buy some more like Shakespearean play books because they always have a lot of those, but I think I have most of his play books. I'm not sure. I have to double check. And then I think this is the third time that I've bought this book, and I think I'm gonna get rid of the other one, so I might sell it. But I used to have the original like collection of like the original cover art of The Lightning Thief. This is such a great book. I haven't read this thing in a really, really long time. It's such a great book series, and I used to have the whole collection of the original artwork, but I don't anymore, and I'm trying to rebuy my original collection. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying to hunt these things down. I really have to look through my old videos and see which books I've actually like showed you guys from like the book sales that I've done, because some of them I think I'm missing or I didn't film and I need to film them anyway. But if you don't know what The Lightning Thief is about, it's by Rick Riordan. It's a whole entire series, the Percy Jackson Olympian books. So this is book number 1. And it's basically about this boy named Percy Jackson, and he is a demigod. I was gonna say he's a descendant. He's a demigod of Poseidon. I was gonna say Zeus. No, he's a demigod of Poseidon. And he lived a normal life, and he found out that he was a demigod, and so he is sent to this camp called Camp Half-Blood. They're actually going to be doing a Disney TV show about it soon, and I'm looking really forward to it. I loved the original live action, even though I know a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it. I can see the issues with it, but I enjoyed it. Also, what's her name comes out in it, who's also the sister of, I forgot what his name is, but he plays Alec in the Shadowhunter TV show, which it wasn't a great TV show, but I did like him as an actor, and I like his sister, and I think they're really good actors. But yeah, they're making a TV show about it, and maybe I'll do a review on that too, because I really missed reading these books. They were so good, and I really loved them. But yeah, I bought this one, and that's a little bit about this book, and they pretty much go on like Olympic Greek mythology journeys. And I mean, if you're a really big fan of Greek mythology, I would say read this. It's really, really interesting. It's kind of how I learned Greek mythology in a weird way. I know it sounds really weird, but yeah, I really, really love this book. So me being the idiot, I accidentally rebought a book that I already own, so I think I'm gonna sell this one. But it is the Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bonnet. I already own this book. I think I showed it in one of my previous videos. I don't know if I'm gonna actually keep this or not, even though this book is bigger than the one that I own. And it actually has somebody's writing in it, a little bit of it. I still haven't read this book, and I really do need to read it. I might just end up selling it, even though it's the Barnes & Noble Classics edition. I like mine more just because it's the library edition. Anyway, so I bought this one. I don't know what it's about, but I do own 2 copies of it. I own so many copies of the same books that I really need to stop doing that. And then I believe I read this. I'm pretty sure I read this in grade school. And I don't even know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read this one. Either I read this or I watched the movie that was based on it. It's The Crucible by Arthur Miller. I don't remember a single thing of what this book is about. I remember it kind of being similar to like The Scarlet Letter. I think it was kind of similar to that. Like all of the like pilgrim, like kind of like religious pilgrim witchery trial novels and like media, they all start to blend together from that era. And I'm pretty sure I remember reading this. It's a really short read, so I might actually reread it again. And this also has somebody's notes in it. I always find that funny though. I mean, that's what you're gonna get when, you know, you're buying a book from a book sale, but it's fine. I actually agree with some of these person's notes. I like how they also wrote in the back like the characters' names, which is funny. But yeah, I just bought this really simply because I was like, I remember reading that in grade school and I forgot that it was a book, so I might reread it again. And I remember enjoying it though in grade school. I don't know why, but I do remember enjoying that. And then I bought this one because it looked really interesting. That's why I bought it, because the cover looked really cool. But this is the Tell the Wolves I'm Home, and I really like the art on this one. I believe, and it's by Carol Rakoffy Burnett. and I have no idea what this is about, but you know what, I'm gonna enjoy it, and I like the way it looks. So yeah, and then I bought, this is that one for last, but I bought, and don't laugh at me, I don't have the first one, which is funny, and I don't have a couple of these, but I decided, you know what, I might as well build the collection now that I can. I did read the first book multiple times, and I don't know if I finished the second one, but I have the second one now. So this is the whole 39 clues, and I know this probably sounds really childish of me, but this would have been the first book. The first book would have been the book that got me into reading had I been interested in book series at the time when I was a kid. Because the first book actually really intrigued me as a child, but then I just was like, I'm too lazy to go buy the rest of the series, and I don't want to do that. And I didn't really know that audiobooks were the thing at the time, so anyway. But yeah, I only got a couple of them because these were the only ones that they had at the book sale, and I know it sounds really, really childish, but this series and the Misunfortunate Events series, I would love to read just to fulfill my inner child. Damn it. And I think I'm still on this second book. I always get like midway and then I never get to finish it, even though these things are like super, super thin, and I could probably finish them, the whole entire series, probably like in like 2 weeks. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. And I just find it funny and like humorous to I feel like these books are probably a little bit better to listen to on audiobook, just because the voice actor for it is just really hilarious. And I picture, whenever I listen to it, I always picture it as like a TV show. And I don't know, I just enjoy the audiobook. I don't know why I bought the books, because they were so cheap. That's probably why. And they were all there, and I'm like, I might as well just buy them. So yeah. And then I bought a series that I was always super interested in since I was like in high school, and I don't even know how the books, and the other reason too why I got into this was I remember the first book Rick Riordan also helped write, I think, a couple of these books, and that's why I really enjoyed it as well. But they're all written by different people, but I believe Rick Riordan did write the first book, so it was really funny and really comical. So if you're a fan of him, you can also read that series too if you're in that age demographic. Anyway, so I don't know if I have all the books in this series, but this is by Ellen Hopkins. I think the first book is Crank. But yeah, it's Ellen Hopkins. I don't know if I have all of them now. No, I don't. I don't have Impulse and I don't have Glass, but I don't have a couple of these, but I have 4 of them. I have Crank, I have Fallout, and I have Burned, and then I also have Tilt, which is that one. So I think the ones that I'm missing are Impulse, Glass, Identical, and Tricks. And I think these are a part of a different, these are companion books, I think, right? Yeah. But I always wanted to read Crank when I was younger, and I have no idea what it's about. I just liked the cover for some reason. I really like the covers of these books. I don't know why. I know people say don't judge a book by its cover, but you know what? I can't help it, okay? 99% of the time, I will pick a book based on its cover, and then I will read the back, and then I will see if I want to read the book, okay? So that's how I deduce whether or not I want to, read a book for the most part. And then lastly, which here's another book that I know a lot about, and I actually did a video about it, and you could go check it out somewhere in the eye or down below, or because this book is in the playlist of my book playlist, you could go check it out for the book reviews. I did do a review on this a while ago. I think a couple of years ago actually. I never owned the book, and I listened to the audiobook, and I did see the movie, and it was a very interesting movie. I just wish that this book was not the motion picture cover, because I'm not a fan of those. But this is Room by Emma Degon. I don't know how you say her name. This is such a great book. Probably not a book you should read while you're self-isolating, or if you're like in an emotional state. But please go check out that book review, because it's such a great book. Oh my god. But a little synopsis about it. It's about a girl and her son, and they are it does talk on very adult topics. She was kidnapped and she was kidnapped by a guy, forced to do things with him, and she ended up giving birth. And she and her son are just trapped in this room because he kidnapped her. And they pretty much live in this room. It's told through the perspective of the child, so his perspective is very like distorted, and it's very interesting, and it's just a whole emotional journey of abuse and captivity and Stockholm syndrome, and a lot encompassed in this. And I read this during the pandemic, and it was a lot to read, but it was really great, and I think that the movie did a really great depiction of it too as well. So I would highly recommend go read this book and this book. So these two are really great. I love them so much. This was such a great book. It's one of my favorites. Love knows no boundaries. Yeah, so it was a really great book. I would highly recommend reading it, watching the movie, and also go check out my book review, because why not? It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's been a really long time since I read it, and I think I listened to it on audiobook too, because I didn't have the actual physical book. But yeah, no, it's a really great book, and I highly recommend. So yeah. And then just for like added bonus stuff for you guys, because I also didn't just buy books, I bought DVDs too, because might as well. Even though I know people don't really watch DVDs that much anymore, but if you do, just know that you can get DVDs at book sales. I got a lot of rom-com stuff just because that's all there really was. So I bought some of my favorites, and I think I bought one that I've never seen before. I bought Mean Girls, 13 Going on 30, She's the Man, Bridesmaids, A Cinderella Story, and I bought Host, which I never actually watched the movie. And I do own the book, and I need to read that. And I believe like 2 of these, yeah, these 2 have never been opened. So, but yeah, I bought DVDs as well. So, just to let you guys know. So yeah, that's the end of this book haul. That's the word that I was looking for. That's the end of this book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm trying to upload more often as best I can. But yeah, I have a lot of life updates, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to upload as often as I used to, but I'm gonna try to. And if not, please go check out my Instagram and my TikTok. I will leave them down below for you guys to look at. I post a lot of like art stuff. I'm trying to upload more book related stuff, even though I don't read as often as I used to. I might just post pictures of the books. Should I just do that at this point? I don't know. And yeah, I mean, go check out those things. I'm trying to upload more. I'm trying to post as often as I can with the tight schedule that I have. But yeah, sorry, I'm like super hot because of the symptoms. But yeah, so that's the end of the video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you guys like these kinds of videos, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, let me know. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys think about these kinds of videos, if I should do more of them, what other kinds of videos I should do. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I try to upload pretty often on Sundays. I'm going back to that schedule. But yeah, and sorry again about my appearance. I'm sick again. I'm sorry. But yeah, so subscribe, follow my social medias. I do a lot of art stuff I do occasional book stuff like this, occasional reading vlogs and vlogs. I don't even know if I'm still gonna do those. I really didn't enjoy doing them. And if I can't upload as often as I want to, that's fine. But I do upload very often on my other social medias. So go check those out. And check out those videos that I mentioned. Somewhere in the eyes, somewhere future me will do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see all you guys in the next video. Bye.